Hello and welcome to Flick Judge with Matthew 3.14 on the M.A.C network. This show where I review movies and tell you whether they are good, bad, watchable or unwatchable. Today we're going to be talking about the 2016 film The Jungle Book, starring Neil Sethi, I'm guessing, Ben Kingsley, Idris Elba, Christopher Walken and Bill Murray. Right, I'm going to give a quick plot summary and then we'll get on to discussing the good and bad points of the movie and the overall decision. So there's a guy called Mowgli who's a man cub, that's his name, and he has to leave the jungle because of this tiger called Shere Khan, which is two words in case you want to know. And so the idea is that he's got Bagheera the panther and Baloo the bear, and they have to kind of go off and do their shit and try and escape this tiger, who's played by Ben Kingsley, and is terrifying. So what's good about this film? It is without doubt the prettiest film I have ever seen. Just when people say that CGI is awful and ruins movies, it is this kind of movie that proves them wrong. This, The Life of Pi, films like that just instantly prove them wrong, because when like The Mummy, I think that's the name, The Mummy Returns, with like Dwayne Johnson as a big snake head and he's like Argh! Anyway, there's a big snake in this movie, by the way, and that's the kind of awful CGI people talk about. But a film like this has great CGI and it looks so realistic. Like, if I saw the tiger, Shere Khan, and a real tiger, and they somehow made this Shere Khan, if I saw pictures of them both, that's what I'm saying. The only way I'd know that Shere Khan is because he's got a little scar thing in his eye, and that's the thing. In the first couple of scenes, he's gonna say something like, "Look at what the red flower and the humans did to me," and you want to look at his eye, because I didn't realise that for a bit. Anyway, so this is the best looking film I've ever watched. It's this and The Revenant who were up there, and it's worth watching, is what I'm going to say. There we go. Just for that, this is the type of film that you should watch in the cinema, in the best quality cinema you can find. It's amazing. So, the story wasn't exceptional. I mean, it's solid, but the same as A Knight's Tale, the plot isn't the most important thing about the film. It's more about the kid's self-discovery and the characters which surround him. But the plot is solid. There's nothing in particularly wrong with it. So I'm gonna say that's a good part of the film. It's weird. Firstly, the end credits. I didn't get to watch the whole end credits, but in it you see a book and you see some of the small characters from the film, and it looks exceptional. So I've talked for about 2 minutes about what it looks like. It looks incredible. That's all. That's really the main point I'm trying to make. I'm gonna go through the actors. Neil Sethi wasn't great. wasn't bad. The couple of moments when you could tell he was a kid actor, but mostly fine. Bill Murray as Baloo was exceptional. They do this really good part where they sing Bare Necessities. If you don't know, it's like, I want the bare necessities. Anyway, that song, which is literally one of the greatest songs of all time, without a doubt. And he does a really good job. The director, Jon Favreau, does a really good job of integrating that into the film. So, and they do it worse with a different song later, but that's life. But Bill Murray was very funny, probably the best character in the film. So as always, he's always the best character in the film. Ben Kingsley actually made me care about a panther. Anyway, I'm just gonna skip a couple of these. Lupita Nyong'o as Raksha, the wolf, wasn't great. Scarlett Johansson was limited in her role. and Idris Elba. Let's just talk about Idris Elba for a bit. Idris Elba plays probably one of the best villain roles in a long time, as Shere Khan, who's a lion who's chasing Mowgli through the jungle. And here's the thing: I've seen quite a few people who've said, "Well, Shere Khan's kind of right about it." I don't want to spoil it, but he is kind of right about what happens. Like, if you watch it, you'll get it. But seriously, I guess that kind of validates him as a character. The fact that he's right, and more importantly, the reason he's doing it is right. Not only is what he says right, it does end up happening, the thing he predicts, but he was. I'm just going to give you a spoiler. The humans did the problems to him. That isn't really a spoiler, but the humans burned him. So it's not like they're these most innocent people ever. Man in this film is a villain. Like, fucking Mowgli isn't, but this guy, the rest of humans are. So Idris Elba plays that perfectly. The direction is great. Everything works perfectly. The story goes very well. I think it's a really good film. It's a really good film, and I'm gonna say it's good. You should watch it, and I'm gonna give it an 8.6. I know this review's been a lot shorter than last week's or last time's, so I just want to say that's the second best film I've watched. I did prefer A Knight's Tale to this, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next episode. Hope you watch it. Goodbye and have a great tomorrow.